Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general love reading. I'm going to see what you need to hear about your situation. I felt called to this deck specifically because my nails, I know this sounds weird, but my nails look exactly like this deck, which I found really weird. I was looking at my nails and I'm like, they remind me of something. Look at that. Don't you think that's weird? Anyway, that's why I chose this deck. I know that's a weird reason, but there's a method to the madness. So I feel like there's something you need to hear from this deck. We're getting a snowstorm here today, so I'm spending the day doing readings. I won't be able to do readings for the next 2 days, so I thought I would spend today doing some readings so that I have something to post for you for the next few days. So let's jump right in. Like I said, you'll know if this is resonating once I get into the reading. I'm going to start off cutting the deck. That's what we'll do. And we'll see what's on the bottom. We have non-action and we have denial. So it feels like you have someone not taking action towards you. This could be someone, this denial card, I'm hearing a few things. They could be in denial about the fact that, you know, about this connection. They could be in denial about the connection. They could be in denial about taking accountability. They could be in denial about their own healing. We'll see what happens once we get into it. We have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be symbolic. So let's get into it. So we have ghosted and we have non-action. We also have adrenaline rush, high highs, low lows, changing it up. I'm wondering if you're part of the collective. You know, I did a reading the other day where an inconsistency card came out and there was a roller coaster on it. So you could have been dealing with someone who is quite inconsistent. And, you know, right away I'm hearing something about this is a big one. Right away I'm hearing messages about attracting someone in that was meant to teach you a lesson of some sort. And what I mean by that is I'm getting the energy that I was getting in that reading the other day, which is about inconsistency and about how maybe you attracted in someone inconsistent because you have a wound that needs healing, like anxious attachment. I know I sound like a broken record, but knowledge is power. And one thing that I mentioned that somebody said really hit home for them was when you're a child and you grow up in an inconsistent household, what happens, like people who are anxious attachment, it's because their needs weren't met when they were growing up. So they could have, like, you could have grown up in a very inconsistent household where you never knew when you were going to get love and affection. And you could be playing out that pattern as an adult in a relationship. And, you know, I mentioned something about when we're a child, we can't leave that situation. We can't get off that roller coaster because those are our parents. Like, we can't just pack our bags when we're 5 years old and leave. We kind of have to learn how to endure it, how to work around it. That's why, you know, we have these unhealthy attachment styles, because we had to learn how to try and get our needs met in an inconsistent environment. So when we were young, you know, we couldn't just leave that situation. But as an adult, if someone's being inconsistent with you, you have the power to leave. But most of the time what happens is, you know, we become anxiously attached and we become codependent. Anyway, this looks to me like with this high highs, low lows, changing it up, it feels to me like it could be that you and this person had that type of relationship where there were high highs, low lows. You could have had like different attachment styles, different childhood wounding. Theme parks could be symbolic. Anyway, we'll see what else comes out, but I wanted to mention it. We have karma. Interesting. So if if you're someone who, if this is someone who wronged you in some way, I am someone who does believe in what goes around comes around. It's also, what's really interesting is this is making me think of, if you're on my Instagram, in my stories, I posted something the other day that someone made about how the energy we give out comes back to us. And the example was actually, it was like, I'll just kind of simplify it so we're not here all day. But it was like this man and woman ran into each other in the street, and the woman was very cranky with the man. And he was actually, I think he was in an okay mood when he ran into her. But as soon as their energy collided, he like picked up on her energy, and it appeared as like he like reached down to his stomach, and he didn't pull it out of his stomach. I'm making this sound so weird. But all of a sudden he had a black ball in his hand. And then he went throughout his day. Really? Right now you got to use the bathroom? I'm not talking to you. Maybe you're using the bathroom. I was talking to my cat. That's funny. I feel like someone's going to be using the bathroom while they're watching this. But then that man he went into a store and got cranky with someone else. And then they were carrying this black ball. And in the end, that crankiness, it just jumped from person to person and came right back to the woman who was cranky in the very beginning of that reading. So I do believe in what goes around comes around. And, if you're dealing with someone where you got off that ride, there was inconsistency, you got off the ride. It could be that this is someone who is getting their karma, especially if they're not seeing the truth of it, if they're not awakening to this, if they're not reflecting. Anyway, my goodness, we're getting deep already. We have soulmate. So soulmate energy. You could have a soul contract with this person. That is something that I believe. We have frustrated, blocked. So I'm not sure if you blocked this person or if it just, there's something stopping this person. Like this person may be being, like if they're going through karma, you could be being divinely protected from this right now is what I'm hearing. We have pop-up, unexpected visit, spontaneous decision, surprise. So let's see what's happening here. Maybe for some of you, this person has recently popped up in your energy. Maybe they're about to. We'll get these and then we'll get tarot to really see what's happening. All right, we have running. Come on now. That's what I was hearing with the inconsistency and the roller coaster. And I started talking about how, maybe you and this person attracted each other. Like maybe you were, someone's running here, whether it's you or them. We have Archangel Raphael, help to see the truth, call out. So this is someone who's getting a wake-up call. Archangel Michael's divine protection. And that's what I was hearing for you. You're being protected from harm. I feel like the person you're connected to right now is denying looking at themselves, or they're denying seeing the truth of this situation, or they're denying healing. They're running from this connection, running from commitment. With the running card, it says avoiding. So you could be dealing with avoidant attachment. And that's what happens. Like, in my experience, these soul contracts, it's an anxious attachment and an anxious avoidant, or whatever. There's different words for them. There's like preoccupied avoidant or preoccupied attachment. Anyway, disorganized avoidance. Anyway, there's different names for it. I always use anxious attachment and avoidant. And I'm not sure if the tables have turned and now you're the one like, I don't want this, or you're running from this. And I don't mean running in the same way that this person is running, but you could be detaching, you know? But I feel like whoever you're connected to is being called to see the truth about themselves. I always say you can run, but you can't hide, especially when you have Archangel Raphael here helping you to see the truth. So I feel like this person could be being called out by karma, you know, by karmic lessons. But yeah, it feels to me like you're dealing with a runner, especially with that denial energy. All right, so let's see what you need to know about this. What do you need to know? And then we'll get tarot to confirm. We have young, childhood, playful, fun children. And what did I started talking about childhood and about how these behaviors stem from our childhood and not having our needs met. And I said the whole thing about how when you're a child, you have to learn how to endure it. You have to learn how to, you learn how to deal with it as a child. And sometimes the way you learn to deal with it isn't the healthiest way, but it's the way you learn to protect yourself. So maybe this person learned to protect themselves by running. Maybe you learned to protect yourself. You know, if you had inconsistent affection from your parents, you could have learned coping mechanisms like people pleasing or acts of service to try to get them to give you affection, you know? It feels like you and this person could both have childhood wounding. And if this isn't resonating, it just means it's not your reading. That's all it means. Anyway, maybe you met this person when you were, more immature versions of yourself. But I'm hearing childhood wounding for this one. And we have talk, get on the same page, conversations, clarity. So it could be that, I don't know, it feels like maybe you tried to talk to this person about the fact that, listen, these highs and lows we're experiencing is because of what happened to us as children. I'm going to see what else comes out. Because we do have get on the same page, conversations, clarity, and we have divine masculine there. So you could be dealing with a divine masculine, where water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where this is one of the lessons, like running and divine masculine, it's starting to make sense, All right. Let's see what else comes out. Somebody here could have children. We have single, available, getting out there, unattached, and we have summer, change, new direction. This feels like it could be you. I said something about detachment. Maybe you're the one maybe the tables have turned and you're now the one running. And I don't see you as running and avoiding, but you could be moving on, or you could be thinking about moving on. It says unattached, and I was talking about attachment styles. So you could be someone who is releasing attachment over this person and thinking about change in a new direction, getting out there. And I will say energetically that your person will pick up on this, not consciously, but energetically they'll pick up on this. What does this say? This says 8:59, if that's symbolic to anyone. Months, that could be months. So August, May, September could be symbolic. May 9th could be symbolic. August 1959 could be symbolic. Take all of those as they resonate. All right. Let's keep going. Maybe you met this person on Tinder. We have running. And we have hiding. Oh my gosh. Hiding, denial, running. It's interesting. Denial on the bottom. So we have hiding. They're watching you. social media, fake profile, they're watching you. And I don't think you would know this because they're blending in. I've spoke about it before. There's ways, obviously you can make up fake accounts. I don't know who has time to do that. I don't. Like, I couldn't be bothered, but some people do. Some people make up fake accounts. But there are ways, there are ways of watching someone and covering your tracks. I know this because I've explained this before. But at one point I had someone like looking at my social media, and I saw that they were looking at my social media. And when I went to refresh it, they were gone. And I thought, what the heck? Like, I just saw you look at something and now it's saying that you didn't. So then I Googled, can you make it so that people can't see that you're looking at their stuff? And there are ways around it. There's little tricks you can do. So there are ways to be sneaky out there. But anyway, this person could be watching you, like, maybe you look available right now. Maybe you're giving off available vibes, even if you're not like dating, even if you're not online dating on Tinder. You could be giving off this energy that you're unattached because energetically you've detached from them. I've got a tickle in the back of my throat. Anyway, let's keep going. We have confess, about to reveal secrets exposed. This person could have worried about other people's opinions because on the bottom I have like forbidden. So this person could have been worried about what people thought about this connection, or there could have been something secretive about your connection. Like maybe there was an age difference, maybe you work together, maybe their parents didn't approve, maybe one of you were already attached to someone. Again, not here to judge you. Nobody else should be judging you either. It's interesting because we had get on the same page and now we have confess. So it does feel like someone's watching you, getting ready to confess something to you. The fact that they're watching you getting ready to confess something, sometimes when I see this energy, I feel, thank you for the confirmation, Wally. I feel like this person could be waiting to, like, for the right time to confess to you. Like maybe they're waiting. I don't know. Like sometimes I get the energy that I'm feeling from this right now is somebody kind of waiting to see if you are attached or waiting to see that you're missing them. And then they're going to confess something. Let's get another one. Here's confess. We have needing more. That's exactly it. Keeping notes. Oh my goodness. That's exactly what I was hearing. Because you have someone watching you, you have someone, this young card can also be Six of Cups energy. So they could be feeling quite nostalgic. I feel like you've detached from a runner is what this feels like. And I've got this tickle in the back of my throat, which is about unexpressed emotions, unexpressed communication. And with this watching you, now we have needing more. And that's why we have watching you and then confession, because they can only watch you for so long without needing to say something. Like watching you is only going to give them so much satisfaction, before they have to say something, because it gets old is what I'm hearing, just watching someone and not being a part of their life. So we have needing more. The other thing is we have sad here, and the fact that we have sad and needing more, and we had that the roller coaster, the inconsistency. I started talking about childhood wounding, not having your needs met. You could have been someone that needed more from this person energetically, maybe they weren't giving enough to this connection because they were avoiding it and you needed more. It feels like this person could be sad that they didn't give you more. We have Archangel Raphael, help to see the truth. And that's exactly what I was saying. Like this person, I feel like both of you needed to see the truth here. I feel like you needed to see the truth that this was inconsistent, that they were running from you, that they were in denial. And this person needed to see the truth about you, about themselves. Interesting energy. And then we have keeping notes on the bottom. So this is someone who is planning, like they're planning on what to say to you. They think about what to say. They type out what they want to say and then they delete it, or they're journaling, or they're keeping it in like their notes app. Take it as it resonates. My throat. So the way that these cards came out, I always lay them out. I don't purposely lay them anyway. I intuitively lay them out. Usually, you know what I do. I get a card to clarify the top card. And the way that I laid these out, I laid out help to see the truth under young. So I feel like there's something here about learning about, your childhood, or helping to see the truth about your own childhood. And same with this person. They could be having realizations about their childhood. People who are avoiding because as a child, they didn't get their needs met. Just like people who anxiously attach didn't get their needs met. This could have been someone, again, I'm not here to make excuses, but someone who is an avoidant, is that way for a reason. And it's, sometimes it's because when they were a child, they had a parent who avoided things. They had a parent who was emotionally distant. So they learned how to be emotionally distant. Anyway, and then underneath single, we have sad. So I feel like, this person is feeling sad because you seem unattached. You seem detached. And maybe you do seem like you're doing really well. Maybe you're going through a glow up. Maybe you're posting things online. Maybe you are online dating, and I feel like it's kind of, this person is finally feeling the sadness. One thing that I talk about a lot is people who have avoidant tendencies. It can take them a while to feel the loss of you. Whereas someone who doesn't have avoidant tendencies, someone who's like codependently attached, feels that loss deeply right away, like their world is ending, So it could have taken this person some time to feel that sadness. Maybe it did take them seeing you unattached to feel that remorse and that loss. Again, I say it in every reading I do. It's not black and white. Like, it's not black and white. It's not just... It's complicated. Human beings, especially human beings that had, childhood trauma, complicated beings. So let's look under running. Let's see what comes out for running. We have it's coming, deserving, balance. So that's interesting because it feels like someone who ghosted you, someone who ran away is coming back around. It's like I'm seeing the Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing the boomerang. And we have deserving and balance. And remember, I was talking about inconsistency. So it feels like you have balance coming your way. Whether, you can manifest balance with someone new as well. You don't have to, you don't have to take this person back. Someone who ghosted you is coming back around. Hiding, we have rage, and we have obsessed. Oh dear. So yeah, this is someone who is obsessed with you, can't stop thinking about you. It could be that something they're seeing you posting is triggering them. Whether it's that you're posting that you're dating someone new, maybe you're posting that you're, doing really well, happily single. You could be like, I'm so happily single. And it could be triggering them. You could even be posting or sharing things about like unhealthy attachment styles. I know I've been talking about it like it's going out of business, but like you could be somebody who's been sharing information about this type of thing, and maybe they're seeing that and it's triggered them, you know? But this person can't stop watching you, can't stop thinking about you. It's a little bit of devil energy, you know, obsession. Let's look underneath confess. That came out right away. We have family, mom, dad, family ties. This is, I feel like your person could be making a connection about their childhood and the way they behave, because I've been talking about it so much. And if you're mirroring with this person, it's possible that they're having the same realizations you are, or they're stumbling upon information. I think that maybe you've been posting about it. Like for some of you, you could be sharing information about healing, about childhood wounding, and it's kind of caused a light bulb moment for them where they're realizing this. They could want to confess something to you about their family or about their parents, like mom, dad, you know, like they could have parental issues. And what I mean by that is like, you know how they say mommy issues and daddy issues. I don't know. For some of you, maybe this person was like, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but maybe they were living a double life. Like maybe they did have, you would know about this. Maybe they did have a double life. Maybe they had, you know, a family and they didn't tell you about it. I don't know. That won't be for everyone. Let's get needing more. What do they need more of? Okay. We have spiritual awakening. And remember I said with denying, which came out, remember I said with denying, this could have been someone who was denying the things they needed to heal. And when we heal, we ascend. So it's really interesting that we have spiritual awakening on the bottom, because we have ascension and higher self. I don't know what these other two cards are, but we have denial and water coming out. So it feels like someone, to me, it feels like this person was denying their, just look at this. It feels like this is someone who, I talked about avoidance and about how they don't feel that emotional loss right away. They avoid feeling it. They can avoid it for months. Some of them can avoid it for years. But it looks like this person is now, they were avoiding their emotions with this water card. They weren't facing the truth here. They weren't facing the fact that they missed you or that they felt this loss. And look at the needing more, the water pouring down into the cup. So it feels like this person is now sitting in their emotions. And we have ascension. We also have earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. What else do we have? We have ghosted and we have winter. It's a surprise Sag energy. That's interesting because we had fall, summer, and winter. Anyway, it's a surprise. And look, spiritual awakening. So it looks like they're going through a spiritual awakening that will be a surprise to you. Like maybe you don't feel, like maybe you don't know they're going through this ascension. Maybe it kind of shocked them once they started feeling this emotion, how much they missed you. Maybe it surprised them that when they saw you detaching, it affected them emotionally and it caused this ascension. Like I said, we have earth energy. We also have remove negativity, meditation, inner journey, moving forward. I feel like that's you. And then there was an online card. So it looks to me like this person is looking online and they're seeing you move on. And it's causing them to kind of sit in their emotions here. Anyway, let's do that. And then we're going to get tarot to see what this is about. Because it feels to me, again, there's this energy of wanting to talk to you, but what are they actually going to do? That's why we're going to get tarot. Because we had, you know, this person wanting to get on the same page. They're keeping notes. They want to confess something. They need more than just watching you. But let's see what's actually going to happen. So I'm going to use a new deck. It's Moonlight Dream Tarot from Etsy. So we're going to use this today, and I'm going to try, I think I'll try and use the guidebook that it comes with. Oh my goodness. Look at what's on the bottom. I shuffled it. I didn't look at the bottom. We have the Lovers. And look at that angel there. You know, and we have Archangel Raphael helping to see the truth. So it feels like this was a connection that was meant to help you see the truth about yourself in some way. And you were meant to help this person to see the truth about themselves, you know? It feels like this is a divinely guided connection, possibly divinely protected, especially I did see divine masculine, so you could be counterparts. Take it as it resonates. We have Gemini energy here. Let's just look at the card here. One of the things that drew me to this deck was the guidebook, actually, because the person points out like what everything means. So the angel represents spiritual guidance. So it feels like this is a connection where you're both getting spiritual guidance. The light in the angel's hand represents passion and decisiveness. So maybe you needed to take, like maybe you needed to make a choice about this connection. Maybe you needed to choose yourself. The fruit in the background, the fruit tree in the background represents growth and eternity. The fruit hanging on the tree alludes to temptation and knowledge. And didn't I say knowledge is power? Didn't I say that? And the embracing figures symbolize connection and choice. And it's on page 40, which is Emperor energy. So take that as it resonates. What's underneath you? We have the Five of Cups, sadness. Yeah, sadness, loss. Interesting. Well, I'm just going to look at this one too. Get comfortable. Get comfortable in your seat, my friend. Or for those of you who are using the bathroom, get comfortable on the toilet, you know? Sadness. So figure with a bowing head represents sadness and regret. Rainy sky symbolizes a depressed inner world and emotional release. The distant bridge symbolizes awareness and determination. The distant town why can't I speak? Symbolizes stable and secure life. And I feel like this person, you know, is having awareness that they could have had a stable and secure life with you. You know, see how it's in the distance? River surface symbolizes the flow of sorrow. The overturned cup symbolizes disappointment, loss, and emotional damage. And, you know, we had karma. So if your person caused you to feel emotional loss, what did that say? Did that say damage? Did that say damage? Disappointment, loss, and emotional damage. Is that what happened to you? Is that what you felt from this connection? Because karma, you know, now this person is feeling it. It's caught up with them. One thing that I will mention that I'm hearing, because I heard emotional damage, and now I'm hearing that sound clip from like TikTok, emotional damage, or is that what that person said? You know what I'm talking about, right? One thing I was going to say is I actually recently looked up the effects of what happens when you give and give and give to someone who's not meeting you, or meeting your expectations and needs. What happens? Like, what is the emotional repercussion of giving, of being an overgiver, of being a people pleaser? And guess what the emotional repercussion is? It's emotional burnout, which this card is talking about emotional damage. So you can actually, you know, hurt yourself by giving to that empty cup. You can actually burn yourself out by giving to someone who's not reciprocating the energy. Again, don't know why I'm mentioning this to you, but I do feel like karma, like maybe you needed to make the choice to walk away. And now this person is feeling all of the things that you felt within the connection, which is loss, emotional damage, you know? But anyway, take a breath. Let's keep going. So we have the Tower, and listen, this is beautiful. I said divine protection, divine intervention. We have the Tower. Something was unstable here. Something wasn't working. And with the Tower, and I'm not here to judge you ever, just so you know that. But with the Tower, I always say, we get warnings from the universe that something is unstable and that we should leave that Tower. You know, the universe kind of tries to shake us a little. The universe sends us signs. The universe, like our intuition, tries to tell us something's off here. And if we don't take the advice, this is interesting. If we don't take the advice and climb down out of that tower safely before it comes crashing down, the universe causes that tower to crash down with us in it, you know? Or it throws us out of that tower, like this image. What I find really interesting here is that I don't know the dynamics of your connection. I don't know who left. I feel like maybe this person left because we had running, we had ghosting, we had avoiding. And maybe, you know, it took them ghosting you to see the truth of what was actually happening here. But what I find very interesting is I was getting the energy that this person, I said they could be going through karma and you could be being divinely protected right now. And in this image, we see someone going through a tower moment, going through a breakdown, going through a shakeup, going through a wake-up call. And then we have someone here just watching it like, oh, like someone here is being kept safe from whatever's happening is what I'm hearing. And the other card it wanted to cut open to is the Queen of Wands, which is, you know, a glow up energy. And I kept talking about maybe you're in like glow up energy. You could be in black cat energy, if you know what I mean, like not chasing this person. Very interesting energy coming out. All right. We have the Eight of Wands. There's that communication, you know, there's that wanting to talk. Eight of Wands is also about rapid change and rapid growth. So you could be going through some sort of rapid change, rapid growth. There's the Four of Wands, the 1111 card. Interesting. You could resonate as counterparts. And we have the Hierophant, a spiritual connection meant to teach you lessons. You know, if you look at this, there's lots of different meanings for the Hierophant. You know, there's higher level of commitment. There's a spiritual, like spiritual evolution, spiritual knowledge, a spiritual mentor, a teacher, you know. But for me, the Hierophant symbolizes a soul contract. And if you look at this, you see two people here needing to learn a lesson. And you see two keys, two separate keys, two very different looking keys. So you and this person could be very different. And you were meant to learn something from each other is what I'm hearing. That's Taurus energy with the Hierophant. The Tower is like fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Lovers is Gemini. Now we have the devil. Like, I can't make this up. Look at the imagery compared to... This is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this imagery. Unhealthy attachment styles, codependency, addictions, like toxic behaviors, you know? These two people are chained. And here we see two people spiritually evolving, given the key. They're being given the key to break those chains. I'm telling you, that's what I'm hearing for this connection. That is really interesting. Capricorn energy. Take it, you know, take it as it resonates. All right. That's enough shuffling. That's enough of that. So let's see what's coming out here. Just side note, you could be someone, like if your person has toxic things going on or unhealthy attachments, codependency, things like that. I keep hearing mirroring for some reason. So you could be someone who's like, you could be working on your own addictions. You could be working on letting go of addictions, whether that's nicotine, whether it's other substances, whether it's being codependently attached to this person, like eating cookies all the time. That's about me, not you. But you could be someone who's right now trying to live a healthier lifestyle. I just thought I'd mention it. We have the Seven of Wands. So this connection could have been to help you learn to put up boundaries for yourself. Like I said, when we're a child, we can't put up those boundaries because those are our caretakers and we don't know any better. But as adults, we have the power to put up a boundary. The Seven of Wands shows me, just if you're interested about tarot, these Seven of Wands can sometimes symbolize like seven other people with wands, like poking at the situation. So it can represent external influences within this connection. So maybe there were other people's opinions, or maybe there were external factors getting in the way of this connection. The thing that I find interesting about this image is you see somebody here with an Ace of Wands that's all lit up. So it feels like someone here is having a realization. You know, I feel like for you, it could be about boundaries with the Seven of Wands. Maybe somebody has somebody blocked here with the Seven of Wands. And we have the King of Wands. Interesting, because that's really interesting. It feels like to me your person could be having a realization about how they do push people away. Like maybe this person did ghost you or block you. The King of Wands, that's an interesting one. What's underneath? And we had the Queen of Wands coming out. We have the Empress. Wow. I'm hearing so many different things right now. You could be Divine Feminine with the Empress coming out. I feel like you're no longer chasing this person. You could have this person blocked, and this person knows that if they want you, they need to come towards you. They need to take action. They need to take control of this situation. I'm actually going to look at this in the guidebook, if you don't mind. If you do mind, just fast forward. You have the power. You have the control. Seven of Wands. This person could have been very defensive. It also interesting, the Seven of Wands, the defensive posture actually symbolizes perseverance and determination. The figure standing on the high ground symbolizes advantage and challenge. The distant sunrise symbolizes hopes and new beginnings. Right there, I was covering it up with my thumb. The distant castle represents achievements that have already been made. So it feels like you and this person have already started some sort of foundation. 6 wands pointing at the figure represent pressure, the pressure and challenges you are facing. Interesting. And then the King of Wands. So, excuse me, the King of Wands. Starlight bursting from head symbolizes experience and wisdom. Fireworks in the sky represent enthusiasm. Distant castle symbolizes established empire or career. The silhouette of the crowned king symbolizes leadership and authority. The burning flame symbolizes influence, highlighting the fire element of the wand suit. Wand in hand represents responsibility and control. And that's what I mean. It feels like you've got someone, like maybe you put up a boundary, but it's like this person knows they're the one in control of the situation. Because to me, it looks like you're focusing on yourself here. And look at the imagery. Spiritual, remember the spiritual ascension card. Look at the imagery. Both of these people are having breakthrough moments here. Both you and your person. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have Taurus and Libra with Empress. So let's see what's happening here. So what do we need to know about this situation? We'll start there. What do we need to know about this situation? We have the Eight of Pentacles. So it feels to me like the Eight of Pentacles, it feels like right now the two of you are focused on working on yourselves. And it's like you're supposed to be investing in yourselves is what I'm hearing. This could be a time, like if you're a divine feminine, if you look closely, you see this person with tools and paintbrushes. So this could be a time where you're meant to be focusing on your creative endeavors, maybe even starting your own business or working on your hobbies, you know. This card does talk about commitment though. So it does feel like maybe this person, I feel like this person felt commitment energy with you or felt like you were something worth investing in and it triggered that running energy within them right here. Interesting. I feel like this connection was meant to help you grow into a more evolved, stable version of yourself. Like, I feel like if this is your reading, you've learned lessons because of this connection. You have become a more stable, confident person because of this connection, possibly. Let's get another one. We have the Six of Swords. It's interesting that the Six of Swords came out because the other day in a reading I did where I talked about that energy of you're an adult now, like if it's not working, you can take yourself out of that situation. You don't need to stay there. The Six of Swords came out in that reading when I was talking about that. So it does feel, to me, it feels like you and this person are guided towards each other with this lighthouse. And it feels like the universe is trying to guide the two of you into calmer waters is what I'm hearing. The universe could have guided this person away from you or you away from them. You know, for your own protection is what I was hearing. The Six of Swords does represent reconnection after a disconnect. And we have the Moonlight Manifestation card coming out, which is an extra card. And it feels to me like this could be something that you're manifesting. Like it feels to me like you could be manifesting, or maybe your person is. Somebody here is manifesting a renewal. Someone here is manifesting reconnecting after a disconnect. Someone here is manifesting moving into calmer waters. And so I feel like you could be manifesting this person back, and maybe they're taking their slow, sweet time with this Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Lovers. So, you know, just for what we need to know about this connection, I can tell you, I am definitely seeing a message, and I'll tell you what I'm seeing. For what we need to know about this connection, this person maybe wasn't investing enough time and energy into this connection, and maybe you had to move forward. Maybe you were guided to move on. Or, you know, like I said, if they ghosted you, it was for your own protection. The Knight of Pentacles, the shadow attributes, can be someone who's neglecting a connection. So maybe you had to make a choice, you know, to choose yourself with the Lovers. I just wanted to mention it because I was seeing it. But we have the Moonlight Manifestation card, which is a bonus card in this deck. So let's see what this is about. Moonlight Manifestation card, symbolizing transformation and purification. Well, there you go. So it does feel like there's transformation and purification happening here, symbolizing the redirection and balancing of energy. And remember, I was talking about inconsistency, the high highs, low lows, an imbalance, possibly Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, this person neglecting this connection. Very interesting. So there is something you can do to help with your manifestations. You can users can visualize themselves standing beside the large crystal prism, allowing the colorful spectrum to wash over them, cleansing their body of negative energy. Focus on the crystal prism and imagine it absorbing and transforming the surrounding energy. The auroras in the background can be seen as additional protection and guidance from the universe. It's giving me vulture energy from the animal deck, purification and a rebalancing. That's exactly what the vulture card represents. So it feels like there needed to be an ending in order to, you know, in order for you to transform, in order for this situation to transform, and the person you're connected to transform. I want to see your energy. Let's look at your current energy. We have the Sun. That's beautiful. That's you, healing, focusing on your own happiness. You could be standing in your own divine masculine energy, knowing your worth. Very healing energy with the Sun. And on the bottom, we have the Moonlight Charging card. So I'll look at what that's about. Whoops, what are you? Hello. Hello, little card that jumped into the reading. We have the Ace of Swords, breakthrough moment and clarity, very similar to the Sun. You know, remembering your power, remembering your worth, standing in your power, being that Empress. I have to mention too, on the Tower card, I did see a crown falling off the tower. I saw a crown. So that's interesting. I just want to look up these cards for you. Again, part of the reason I bought this deck was because of the guidebook. Because of the symbolism that the person, like, they went into, you know, they went to a lot of trouble to make this book. So the Sun symbolizes revelation and truth, and you've got the Ace of Swords here. So you're seeing the truth of the situation. You're having revelations about this. The city wall in the background represents overcome obstacles. So you've overcome some sort of obstacle within this connection. The child riding the white horse represents innocence and vitality. The sunflower field represents vitality and abundance. So you could be, you know, focusing on your own abundance. Like I said, with the Sun, it feels like you're focusing on what makes you happy. I almost said keeps you happy. That was weird. What makes you happy? You could be in Queen of Wands energy with all those sunflowers. Healing, growth, you know, having a revelation about obstacles in your past. A pickup truck just went by, but I don't know what color it was. I did not see it. And then the Ace of Swords, sudden inspiration, power of thought, clear rationality, heralding a new challenge. Interesting. So you're having kind of a breakthrough moment here. You could be having an epiphany about this connection. Clarity, breakthrough, truth. It's allowing you to see situations with truth and precision. And you're able to cut through confusion. The Ace of Swords signifies a fresh perspective where truth prevails and intellectual challenges are overcome. And on the bottom, you have, if you're listening to this, you need patience. We have the Moonlight Charging card. So I'm just going to read it to you. Wow. This symbolizes charging, purification, and resetting. So you could be someone who's, going through a rebirth, an awakening. The giant full moon represents the source of energy and the power of cyclical, is that how you say it? Renewal. So you could have broken some sort of cycle here. Like I said, maybe you were playing out a cycle from childhood and you've had a realization about this and you're breaking the cycle. Moonlight waterfall symbolizes the flow and infusion of pure energy. Floating light particles represent pure cosmic energy particles. Central crystal acts as a focal point for energy, serving as both a condenser and amplifier. Stone circle represents the connection to Earth's energy and the stability of power. So you're standing in your power, essentially. For some of you, you could be Page of Pentacles. You could be like taking a course or educating yourself or learning about something new, having a new beginning, starting your own business, starting a new hobby. Take it as it resonates. Let's look at your person's energy. The person that you're connected to. Well, I think that's you. Oh. The person you're connected to, let's look at their energy. So that's really interesting. This came out as I was asking about your person and while I was finishing up talking about you, and my guides are telling me this is about you, the Queen of Pentacles. I was just talking about the Page of Pentacles. This person could be younger than you, but I feel like this is you, Queen of Pentacles, focusing on knowing your worth, knowing that you deserve stability, you deserve reciprocity. You could be focusing on your business right now, focusing on your children, focusing on your animals, focusing on your home. Take it as it resonates. Then when I got into your person's energy, we have the Queen of Swords and Judgment. So your person is getting a wake-up call. And for some of you, it could be that the Queen of Swords, you could have put up a boundary with this person, causing them to have an awakening. I'm also seeing, I saw the King and Queen of Wands. I'm also seeing the King and Queen of Pentacles. So you could resonate as soulmates or counterparts with this person. But I feel like this person's current energy is they are seeing the truth of this situation. And again, I feel like they're having something that you said to them. They're having like an epiphany moment about this. It's interesting because the Judgment card can symbolize a divine feminine who has the power to cause transformations. So, I feel like maybe that's what's happening here because we saw divine masculine energy. With the Queen of Swords, this person could be releasing someone else. They could be cutting off someone else in their energy. Perhaps, what was I going to say? Perhaps like if they had a karmic, they could be cutting someone off here. The thing that I was hearing is they could be having a realization about their own childhood. I keep hearing that. And like this could have been someone with a very cold and detached parent, like I was talking about when I was talking about the running card. So this person could be having a realization that their parent was quite cold and detached, maybe even manipulative. And they're really reflecting about this right now. This person's current energy, they could be cold and distant with you, like there might be no communication, but they're having a realization about something you said, is what I'm hearing. This is someone who's like replaying whatever you said to them, it's replaying in their mind. And they are like Archangel Raphael, they're being called out to see the truth of this situation. They're getting a wake-up call here with Judgment. That's that awakening ascension energy that we were seeing. There's like a call to go within and learn about themselves. I just want to look at the Queen of Swords really quick. Transformation of thoughts, Queen of Swords. So their thoughts are transforming. The way they think about this connection, the way they think about themselves is what it feels like. Very interesting. Clarity and truth, Queen of Swords. So your person, just like you, clarity and truth. And we've got the King of Pentacles on the bottom, and we've got the Three of Swords for your person's current energy. So this is someone who's missing you. This is someone who's feeling, you know, the separation between you. This could have been someone who put you in a third-party situation. Take it as it resonates. The thing that I find really interesting about this is in separation, they're having revelations because we see these lightning bolts. So they're having these moments of realization here. You know, possibly thinking about the fact that they should have invested in this. They had the potential of this foundation with you. Interesting. Show me how this person is feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? Ooh, Nine of Swords in their head about you. In their head about you. Anxiety. Feeling, you know, it feels like they could feel apprehensive about coming towards you. The Knight of Swords is interesting because that is chaser energy. It's like an impulsive energy. So they could be feeling called to come towards you impulsively, but feeling very anxious about this. The other thing with the Knight of Swords, chaser energy, is they could be feeling anxious because you're no longer chasing them, you know? You're no longer taking a leap of faith towards them is what I'm hearing. So Nine of Swords, the 9 swords suspended overhead represent overthinking. The figure covering their face symbolizes worry and anxiety. This is how they're feeling about you. Sleepless nights, I'm hearing. Insomnia. So if you're having problems sleeping, that's why. Cracked ground symbolizes distorted self-perception. I feel like this person was refusing to look at themselves. And right now they're looking at themselves. I feel like you said something here that's caused them to look at themselves differently. The ray of sunlight, this is beautiful. The ray of sunlight entering the room and illuminating the flowing curtain alludes to an impending awakening. And, you know, they are going through an awakening, and I feel like you caused this awakening. You caused this realization. How are they feeling about you? Anxiety, fear, worry, nightmares, mental anguish. Sleepless nights, overwhelming worry, where your mind is consumed by negative thoughts and fear. You may be facing, this is them, you may be facing intense stress or emotional turmoil. The Nine of Swords encourages you to confront your fears and seek help or support to overcome this mental distress. And I feel like they're feeling like they want to come to you, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, you know, that compassionate, caring energy. This person, it's like they want to come towards you. Page of Swords, yeah, this person wants to come towards you, but they're overthinking it. You know, they want to take that leap, but then they get to that edge and they're like, wait a minute, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? It's interesting. Right now, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but right now, one of my kids is going to a support group for kids with anxiety. And I'd like to have a conversation with your person, because this morning I was helping my son challenge his anxiety, like challenge the negative thoughts. And like, I wish I could sit down and talk with your person about this is what that's what's coming through to me, is like, I wish I could talk to your person about challenging those fears and anxieties. Anyway, I'm going to get another one for how they're feeling about you. This could be someone where you used to be a really big support to them. How are they feeling about you? How are they feeling about you? How are they feeling about you? Oh, we've gotten quiet all of a sudden, have we? Well, Spirit didn't want anything else to come out, but look at what's on the bottom. The Six of Cups, nostalgia, missing you, thinking about you. We also have 9-6, which I always say reminds me of, that is interesting, which always reminds me of counterparts. We also have the Silver Thread connection card. And that's giving me that this person feels like they're connected to you on a soul level. Like you're always connected. Anyway, I'm going to take this card as their feelings because nothing else came out. So Six of Cups, they feel soul connection with you, missing you, feeling very nostalgic, thinking about the good times, wanting to reach out to you. Let's look at their intentions. We have the Knight of Wands, working up the courage to come towards you, you know. Typically with the Knight of Wands, I always say, oh, there's the runner, you know. But the Knight of Wands is also a fearless energy going after what they want. White SUV just drove by, if that's symbolic. And it's paired with the Chariot. So this person's intentions are to work up the courage to come towards you, to work up the courage to come back in. You know, working up the courage to take action towards this, especially with the Nine of Swords, because that's that's fear, right? And the Knight of Wands is fearless. So this person wants to like get over that fear and take action towards you with the Chariot. Let's see what action they will take towards you. What action will they take? We have the Hanged Man, surrender, new perspectives on love. And look at what's on the bottom for action. We have the Emperor and death. So it's like this person this person's actions will be that divine masculine energy to take action and to show you a new perspective, to show you that they've changed, to surrender to this connection. And remember, in the beginning of this connection, you were dealing with someone who possibly ghosted, who was running from this connection, who was denying this connection. And Hanged Man energy is about surrender. So this person is surrendering to this connection and taking action towards you. Hanged Man doesn't just have to be like separation or a pause. It can be the clarity that comes after the separation. It can be when that person lets go and comes back in. I just want to look at Hanged Man for you. And it's interesting because this is what I mean about this doesn't look like, for their action, it doesn't look like they're holding back, because when you surrender and you're done with Hanged Man energy, you go into death, you go into transformation. That's what I mean. Like, this is a new perspective. New perspective, sacrifice. So this person could be sacrificing something to come towards you, their old lifestyle, their old self, someone else, take it as it resonates. Symbolizes completeness of a cycle. So remember I said I think that you broke a cycle, or you healed a cycle, completed a cycle, mirroring. So this person's actions, to see things from a different perspective, to let go of the old ways of thinking and gain new insight, and to release control of the situation. And then you have the Emperor, which is all about taking control. That's what I mean. It's like this person is surrendering to this connection. We have Death. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can be revisiting a connection to see if you can have a rebirth. Anyway, we had the Lovers, the Four of Wands, the Emperor, and the Empress come out. So it's given me divine masculine energy. Anyway, or counterpart. I'm going to get one more for action. And that person looks like they're close to letting go in that image. We have the King of Wands taking action, taking control. Knight of Pentacles, it's been a long time coming. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands. This person is at their breaking point when it comes to coming towards you, so keep going. The Nine of Wands is also about self-improvement. It's about hope and determination. So this person's actions, King of Wands, they're going to take control of the situation. They're going to want to fight for this. What advice do you need about this situation? What advice do you need about this situation? Oh, can it be any more clearer? Shout out to any Friends fans. Rest in peace, Chandler. Could it be any more clearer? The Empress, your advice. You could be a divine feminine. Your advice, do not chase this person. Attract. Keep focusing on you. Seriously, keep come on. Your advice. The Lovers and the Empress. Come on. So keep focusing on you. And, for some of you, I do feel like you needed to choose yourself over this connection. And in doing so, in choosing yourself, you've showed this person that they need to step up and choose you, is what I'm hearing. We have the King of Cups here. And look at what's leading that boat. It's a swan. And you know what I'm going to say. Swans are very twin flame energy. So I do feel there's something about the feminine leading the way too. This person will follow your lead is what I'm hearing. So choose yourself right now. Focus on yourself. And if you did choose yourself, it's only helping this person. Don't wonder if you did the right thing. If you're someone who chose yourself and you're worried this person will never come back, if they never come back, they never deserved you. If they never come back, they weren't yours to begin with. I feel like I'm looking at divine counterparts here. So keep embodying the Empress. Keep embodying that divine feminine. I feel like this person is going to make the choice to come towards you. And I feel like your higher self is leading them here. Anyway. Beautiful. So let's we'll just look at near future energy, because why not? Near future energy between the two of you. Well, I don't know. The Four of Wands. We have the Four of Wands, near future energy. That's someone coming home. That's reunion. That's celebration. That's marriage. That's moving in together. That's stability. That's your near future energy. So remember, in the first part, we had this person thinking about coming towards you, wanting to get on the same page, typing and deleting a message. And I will say, I heard another reader say it, and I was like, yes, this, like, I want to mention it too, is that when readers talk about reconciliation, it doesn't mean that this person is going to come back in and like propose to you and you're going to be like immediately together. And I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm saying that because reunion, reconciliation can mean the two of you coming back together and reconnecting, working towards reunion and reconciliation. So this Four of Wands, near future energy, like maybe you won't be getting married in the next 3 weeks, but it feels like there may be a reconnection leading to stability in marriage, if that makes sense. Let's get one more. I feel like you're going to get clarity in the near future about this. You're going to see that your intuition was correct. One more for near future energy. We have the King of Pentacles, stability. Yeah, you have stability here. So someone coming in with a stable offer. That's long-term commitment, you know? Again, reconciliation leading to long-term commitment is what I'm hearing. So yeah, let's get, I'm just going to see, there's like this weird gap. I'm just going to see if Spirit wants you to know anything else about this situation. Any other advice about this situation? Spirit. We have the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. This is very interesting. There's something here about learning. There's something here about learning about something. With the Page of Swords, that can be an energy of learning about something. So I feel like maybe you've learned about something, or your person has learned about something that's changed something here. The Wheel of Fortune, things are shifting here. There's changes, big changes coming. This wheel is turning in your favor, maybe because you've been learning about yourself. I find it very interesting that we have these two beings who are mirroring each other here. And then we have a child and we have an adult. And I was talking about childhood and how what happens to us in our childhood affects how we show up in connections as an adult. So yeah, there's something about that. Page of Swords, I feel like this person could also be watching you. We saw that, and they've seen something that's caused them to have this awakening, to have a realization, to make adjustments. The Page of Swords, if this person, when this person, not if, when they communicate with you, Page of Swords, make sure they've changed. Get more information is what I'm hearing for you. So take all that as it resonates. Another thing I'm hearing is this person is changing their approach when it comes to you, Two of Wands. They're changing the way they're approaching you. So they're going to be approaching you differently. So yeah, just take all of that as it resonates, my friend. And we'll just get a few channeled messages from your person. No. Yes. No. Yes. This one. Yes. I'm going to steal that. And I'm going to steal that. You are my total world. Interesting. I'm so proud of who you have become. So this is someone who's watched you grow and evolve. You're very different, I'm hearing, than you were when they first met you. I wish I could feel your body close to mine. I should have mentioned it. I saw that card and I didn't mention it, so it came out. I wish I would have treated you better. I struggle to show you how much I truly care. So this could be someone with avoidant tendencies who doesn't know how to handle their emotions or show how they feel. I sometimes feel you deserve so much better than me. And we both need time to heal and grow. So I feel like you and this person both needed to grow and evolve before coming back together. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, my friends. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.